Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. Today we are diving into a project that is both fun and festive, a half-size version of my classic crochet Christmas stocking. This project right here has been highly requested by many of you, and I'm really excited to share with you how to make it. This smaller project works up really fast and is perfect for those thoughtful gifts, something that you can put a gift inside of or use as a cute decoration to hang up on a wall. This would be a really fun gift to give a friend, a family member, or even a coworker. If you're interested in crocheting along, I do have a pattern available on my website, crochetwithtiffany.com. I'll put a link in the description section below for you, so all you have to do is click on that link and it'll take you straight to it. Now let's dive into what materials that you're gonna need to get started. For the materials, I'm using a size 4 weight yarn. This is Big Twist Value in the color Sage and Cosmic Pink. Now I like to use 2 different colors when making my stockings because I think it's really cute with the toe, heel, and cuff popping apart from the main body. We are working the stocking starting at the toe and then working our way upward. So color A is going to be the color of our toe, heel, and cuff. Color B is going to be the dominant color here that you're gonna see. So when you're looking at the pattern and it says starting with color A, just know that color A is going to be kind of the accent color that we're using. So when you're selecting which color to use for A and B, you are aware where it's going to be popping up. The crochet hook that I'm using is an H8 or 5mm crochet hook. Then you got your tapestry needle or yarn needle, scissors, measuring tape, and some stitch markers to help you out. All right, go ahead and gather all your materials and let's get started. This pattern we're working in rounds, and there's 3 different ways that you can start with rounds. You can either do the magic ring, the chain 2 method, or the chain 4 method where you then slip stitch in the first chain to form a small circle. I'm going to use the magic ring, but do whichever of these 3 methods work best for you. They're gonna get you in the exact same spot to start round 1. So using a magic ring or magic circle, there we go. Now we're going to begin by working 7 half double crochet stitches inside the circle or 7 half double crochet stitches in the first chain of the chain 2 method or 7 half double crochet stitches inside the chain 4 circle that you made. So I'm going to start by chaining 1 to close my circle and then half double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet stitch to close round 1. There we go, just a simple circle. Nothing crazy. For round 2, we're going to start by chaining 1 and making 2 half double crochet stitches in each stitch all the way around. You should end round 2 with 14 half double crochet stitches. And 14. Great. It's important to count because this right here was our slip stitch to join or close round 1, and we don't want to accidentally think that was a stitch to put any stitches inside of. Closing round 2 by slip stitching into the top of that first half double crochet, and here is round 2. Round 3, we're going to start by chaining 1. And the repeat pattern for round 3 is making 2 half double crochet stitches in the first stitch and then 1 half double crochet in the next stitch and then 2, 1, 2, 1. Repeat this pattern all the way around, ending round 3 with a total of 21 half double crochet stitches. 1, 2, and 1. 1, 2, and 1. 20, 21. Great. Slip stitch in the top of that first half double crochet stitch. Here we go. There we are. And that is the end of round 3. Round 4, the repeat pattern. Actually, let's go ahead and start round 4. We're going to chain 1, and the repeat pattern is going to be 2 half double crochet and then 1, 1, 2 half double crochet, 1, 1. Repeat this pattern all the way around, ending round 4 with a total of 28 half double crochet stitches. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. $27, $28. Slip stitch into the top of that first half double crochet to close round 4. Here we go. Great. It's at round 4, ending round 4, that we're going to make a color change. So grab your scissors and cut a tail long enough for you to weave in your ends. Doesn't have to be crazy, just about 4 or 5 inches long. Then yarn over and pull that tail through the loop on your crochet hook to tie that off. Grab color B. And there we go. Starting with the tail long enough to weave in your ends, create a slip knot, attach your crochet hook so there's a loop on your hook. Starting with the top of that first half double crochet stitch that we already slip stitched into to close round 4, I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that same stitch to attach my new colored yarn. Great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and make 1 half double crochet stitch in every stitch all the way around. Let's go ahead and do that together. There should be a total of 28 half double crochet stitches. $26, $27, $28. Great. Slip stitch into the top of the very first half double crochet stitch that we made. Now in the pattern, I'm calling this round 1 of the bottom stretch of the sock or the stocking. So this is the toe. We're no longer in the toe. We're in that big stretch here. This is round 1. We're going to work until we get to the end of round 7 and then pause. So this round 1, round 2, through the end of round 7, just chain 1 and make 1 half double crochet stitch in every stitch all the way around. Every round should have a total of 28 half double crochet stitches in it. All right, continue on and I will meet you at the end of round 7 to show you what to do next. And 28. Slip stitching to close round 7. Great, so this is where we're at so far. Now we need to pause to make a wedge or make a space for the heel. So to start round 8, we're going to begin by chaining 1 and making a half double crochet stitch in the first 13 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 12, 13. Okay, now we're going to make 14 chains. 1, 2, and make them loose, don't make them tight. 3, 4, 5, 13, 14. Skip 14 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, leaving us with 1 stitch left. We're going to half double crochet in that last stitch. Half double crochet. because we only had 13 half double crochets to start with and then 14 chains. By making this last stitch, we're sticking with that 28 stitches for this round. And then slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet stitch to close round 8. And we have, let me move this out of the way, now created our heel section. We want to keep this open. For round 9, we're going to go ahead and make 1 half double crochet stitch in every stitch and every chain, again making sure we end with a total of 28 half double crochet stitches. So chain 1 to begin, then half double crochet 1, 2, 3, 13, and into the actual stitch. It's going to help you so much when we make our heel. 2, 3, and 28. Now it's very important that you count your stitches because you may end up forgetting to put a stitch here at that last one and then ending round 9 with only 27 stitches, which will make, I mean, it's not a huge difference, but it will shrink obviously the round by 1 stitch, and it'll throw your count off. At round 10, we begin our next really long section. So let me go ahead and unfold that. We're making this section right now. So for round 10 through the end of round 21, we're just making 1 half double crochet stitch in each stitch all the way around, slip stitching to join, closing each round, chaining 1 to start the next round, just like we did with this section right here. All right, so continue round 10 through round 21, and I'll meet you at the end of round 21 to show you what to do next. I hope you're having fun. This is so cool. And 28, just finished round 21. Awesome, slip stitch, closing that off, grabbing your scissors. We are now able to switch back to color A. So yarning over, pulling the yarn through the loop on your hook for tie off. There we go. Here is what we're looking at. Grab color A, or the first color you used, same color you used for the toe. And now we're going to finish off this section with the cuff. So starting with a slip knot, tail long enough for us to weave in that end. Attach the crochet hook. I'm going to re-slip stitch to attach this new color to the work in the same stitch that I slip stitched to close round 21. Yarn over, pull through. Oop. There we go. I've got my tail in my way. So slip stitch, there we go, chain 1, and now we're going to continue making 1 half double crochet stitch in every stitch all the way around, just like we did in this section, but with color A. And we're going to work this color for the cuff only for a couple of rounds. We're going for round 22 through the end of round 26. So it's really just a small little section here that we are making. All right, go ahead and finish off this cuff, and I'll meet you at the end to show you how we're going to work the next thing. (27) and 28, just finished round 26, right there, grabbing my scissors, cutting a tail long enough to weave in any ends, yarn over, tie off. Great. So what I would do at this point after weaving in ends, obviously, is I would then fold this cuff over to give me that really cute secondary color. The next thing that I'm going to make, just because we're here, is the little loop that we can then hang this stocking on, so that way it makes a really cute decoration. So I'm going to continue, you can choose whatever color you want honestly, but I'm going to make it with color A. Start with a 3-inch long tail, so that way we can join it to the work. Then create your slip knot, so you can attach it to your crochet hook and make a loop. Start by chaining 12. And again, work a loose chain, don't make anything super tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12. Row 1, we're just going to single crochet in the second chain from our crochet hook, and then just make 1 single crochet all the way across for a total of 11 single crochet stitches. All right, work this real quick. And 11. Great. Now we're going to cut off our tail about the exact same as how we started. Going to tie off, so yarn over, pull through for that tie off. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come to my work. I will join this so I'll have it folded, and then I'm going to take my yarn needle and one of these edges, and I'm going to join it right where the two colors connect. So make it aligned with the corner, right where the two colors connect. Insert my yarn needle, pull through. That connects one side. I'll come to the other side, and I'll pull that. Then I take my yarn, I'm going to come back through where I started, and I'm just going to keep going around and around. Move that out of the way. Make sure your loop isn't twisted. There we go. Through one side, through the other side, and through. I think I'm going to go one more time with this tail. There we go. And then I'm going to release it. See, now you have really nice little connector loop. I'm going to grab the second tail. I'm going to do the exact same thing. One is going to extra secure that loop onto your stocking, and believe me, you want this loop to be as secure as possible onto the stocking. Depending on what you plan on placing inside of it, it might need that extra support. Also, it just helps to bring some evenness to this loop. All right. Then I'm going to take the two tails and I'm going to tie a knot with them for that secure hold. Boom, just like that. And then I will come back with these tails and I'll weave those in to hide them and make them go away. But now you have a really nice secure loop that you can hang your stocking with. Last thing we got to do is the heel. So moving that out of the way, grabbing crochet hook, grabbing color A. That is going to be my heel color. I'm going to take the stocking and I'm actually going to fold it this way. So the opening is long ways for us, kind of like a mouth. Taking our yarn, long enough tail for us to weave in the end before we create the slip knot. Attach our crochet hook. Now I'm going to slip stitch to join in the corner here where there is already a stitch in there. So in this stitch right here is where I'm going to slip stitch. Why? Because if I can slip stitch here in this space or in this stitch, then it's going to help close any gap that might develop in this corner. Then I'm going to chain one and I'm going to half double crochet decrease or decrease half double crochet these first two stitches together. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my crochet hook into the same stitch that I slip stitched into, yarn over, pull through, then I'm going to yarn over again and insert my crochet hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. I have a total of 5 loops on my crochet hook, yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. There we go. Make one half double crochet stitch in each stitch to the other side. So let's do that together. Okay, now we're only looking at the bottom. I am not looking at this top section at all. Only looking at this bottom row. When we get to the last open stitch and stitch with an actual stitch in it right here, we're going to half double crochet decrease or decrease half double crochet these 2 stitches together. So yarn over, insert crochet hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert crochet hook into the next stitch that there is a stitch inside of, yarn over, pull through, 5 loops on my crochet hook, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. Pause. How many stitches do I now have? So this decrease is now 1 stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So technically I still have 14 stitches on this bottom, but that's only because I brought in that stitch on each side that already had something in it. And that again is on purpose so that way we can close up this hole, these holes on the side. Now flip. Flip. And we're going to start working the top. So I'm going to find these stitches, find the stitch that already has something in it, and the next. We are either working between half double crochet stitches, or you can choose to work the unused or leftover loop that is on the bottom of that chain that we made. So I'm going to yarn over, insert crochet hook into the stitch that has something in it already. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over. I'm going to go ahead and work between stitches. So I'm going to work between these two that I have right here. So the one that I just made a stitch into and the first half double crochet that is in a chain. So between those stitches, here, do that again. Crochet hook between those 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through. I have the 5 loops on my crochet hook, yarn over, and pull through to close. Then working 1 half double crochet stitch across. There should be a total of 12 regular half double crochet stitches that you're making here. Okay, when we get to the end, I'm looking for the first stitch made in a chain and then a stitch that's actually got something in it. I'm going to decrease half double crochet here. So again, yarn over, insert crochet hook between stitch that's worked in a chain and stitch that's not. Then yarn over again, work into the top of the 1 stitch that's been worked, pull through. I've got 5 loops on my crochet hook, yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. Now I'm met up at the beginning and I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that decrease half double crochet stitch that I made to begin. And that is going to be round 1. 14 stitches on one side, 14 stitches on the other. Again, only because we were placing stitches into the stitches that already had something in it on each side. Round 2 of the heel, we're going to chain 1. I'm going to yarn over, insert crochet hook into the top of that stitch I just slip stitched into, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, insert crochet hook into the top of the next stitch, which is just one single half double crochet stitch right there. Yarn over, pull through, and then make 1 half double crochet in the next 10 stitches. Okay, at the end here, we are going to look. If you need to use a stitch marker to help you out, then please do so. But I'm going to look for my decrease and this 1 half double crochet before the decrease. And I'm going to decrease half double crochet these 2 stitches together. Yarn over, insert crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, 5 loops, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, set that down. We should have a total of 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on track. Now flip. Working the top. Looking at not this decrease half double crochet because we already used that one. Look for the next decrease half double crochet stitch, and we're going to decrease half double crochet this stitch and the next half double crochet stitch together. So yarn over, insert crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert crochet hook on top of that 1 half double crochet, yarn over, pull through. I've got my 5 loops, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. Great. Then work 1 half double crochet stitch in the next 10 stitches. And at the end, we are going to decrease half double crochet the last 2 stitches together. Great, and slip stitch into the top of that first decrease half double crochet stitch we made. And now this is what we're looking at. We're closing it. It's slowly closing. Yay. Okay, last round that we're going to make for this heel. We're going to chain 1, decrease half double crochet the first 2 stitches together. So the first decrease and the single half double crochet stitch, 5 loops, decrease, making 1 half double crochet stitch in the next 8 stitches. All right, and then decrease, half double crochet the last 2 stitches together, flip, decrease, half double crochet, wow, that was a mouthful, decrease, half double crochet the first 2 stitches together on the top, making 1 half double crochet stitch in the next 8 stitches, and decrease half double crocheting the last 2 stitches of this round, slip stitch into the top of the first decrease half double crochet stitch to close. Perfect. Now we are going to cut at least 12-inch long tail. If you want to give yourself more, that's fine. Probably would err on too much than not enough. Then tie off, so yarn over and pull through the loop on your crochet hook for a tie off. Grab your yarn needle and thread that tail through the yarn needle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the heel, I'm going to flatten it again, so that way the top and the bottom are like squished together. Now we should have the exact same number of stitches on the bottom that we do on the top. So these stitches, these V's, should align very well. They should align beautifully for you. And then what we're going to do is just whip stitch these closed. So I'm going to take my yarn needle, I'm going to go through the bottom to the top, and then over, bottom to the top. Now go slow and position where that yarn thread hits, otherwise it's going to be messy, it's going to be all over the place. So I'm a firm believer of going slow to guide where it hits, where it lands, so you can control that. All right, and then I will sometimes go ahead and go back. And it doesn't hurt. If you have the yarn on your yarn needle, it does not hurt to double up. It just makes it stronger. Great. And then once you get to a spot, either coming back or if you just went one direction, then tie off. So I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to go around my thumb, insert the yarn back into the work. Then I'm going to take the loop that I have and I'm going to twist it so it makes this X shape. Take my yarn needle, go under the loop, and again I'm going to slowly pull so I can guide that knot, and then remove my crochet hook and check out this heel. Now it has this really cute little heel, and it's got that nice little bend to it, and it has a smoothness to it on both sides. Very, very nice. Awesome. Right, so that's it. That is your stocking. The only thing you have left to do is taking your yarn needle, weaving in all your ends to clean it up, and then you are done. I hope you love it.